Yeah. Oh. Oh my goodness. Can't help it. Just gotta dance. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of the Nick and Dan Show. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, thank God I know where I am right now. It is week 2 of the Halloween season.
Ah, thought you fucked up there.
I mean, I definitely know what time of year it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one might be a little bit on the nose.
Probably.
Here's some fucking Misfits. Bonfires burning bright, our faces through the night. I remember Halloween, dead cats and buffaloes, little dead hugging crows. I remember Halloween, gotta leave, let it go, where skeleton life is gone. I remember Halloween, hey, hey. Halloween, 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 Halloween. Candy apples and razor blades, little did I sweet grace. I remember Halloween, Thursday, everything goes, burning, burning, hanging poles. I remember Halloween, hey, hey, Halloween, 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 Halloween.
Christmas.
Kwanzaa?
Thanksgiving?
Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Hey rats, before we continue, just want to remind you to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. That way you keep up to date with all the cool new videos coming out weekly from Exham Priory. Welcome to another wonderful week with the Nick and Dan Show.
It'll get you drunk.
Yeah! You might buy a motherfucker or two. Nick, Dan,
Hold on.
Carl, hey! Shut up. Hey man, it is literally Halloween season, I'm a skeleton. He's got a point.
I still don't care.
We're still not going to let you talk, so sit back there and look fucking pretty. Fine! I do it better than both of you anyway.
Another valid point.
Fucking savage. Savage. But guys, it is the Halloween season, as we mentioned earlier, before the song. And we're keeping it with that creepy, spooky motif. Talking about horror movies this month, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Yeah, welcome. Now, if you don't like horror movies, you should still listen and watch and throw some comments down below, because, I don't know, maybe you say a topic that we'll talk about. Or not. I don't know. Do you read the comments? I don't.
No.
There really haven't been many. I'm not sure.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know how to get to them.
Damn. Man doesn't know how to get to YouTube.
Well, I know how to get to YouTube. You think I watch this shit?
I don't know. I mean, I don't either, but still. Somebody's got to be watching.
I see enough of myself in the mirror in the morning. That's good for me.
Touche on that one. Touche on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, horror movies. Now, Dan,
Yes, sir.
you had an assignment over the past week or so.
I finished half of it.
All right. Nice play on words there. Now, that there, he actually mentioned the name of the movie that we're going to be talking about today, and that would be It.
Ta-da!
Now, there's 2 versions of it, obviously coming from the novel by Stephen King that was like this fucking thick. It was a big book.
Oh, yeah.
Really long. You could beat somebody to death with that and then be your own serial killer. Would that make you the It killer? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. These are questions for greater men than us. Like Sean Connery. Again, Sean Connery, if you're listening, he's probably not. But if you are, comment. Let us know your thoughts on this.
And my wife loves you, if you're listening.
Who doesn't love Sean Connery? He's wonderful.
He is. I like him as Bond. She likes him as older Sean Connery, but whatever.
I like all eras of Sean Connery. But that's not what we're here to talk about, Dan.
True.
We are here to talk about Stephen King's It.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were watching which version?
I was watching the original version.
Okay, so from 90 or 93?
90.
90. Damn. All right.
Or, if you want to break it down into simpler terms, the Tim Curry version.
There we go. Good. That means I watched the right version.
Yes.
Thank God. I watched the more recent version. Now, that one I actually saw in theaters, and the one you saw I remember seeing as a kid on TV, because it was a made-for-TV movie.
It was.
But that was your homework. Thoughts?
Well, I gotta say, first of all, if you look through the pictures of the movie, if you just Google it on YouTube, the movie's fine and dandy, but there's nothing scarier or, I guess, more macabre than the pictures of Tim Curry under an umbrella, in full clown makeup, in the rain, smoking a cigarette.
That does sound downright creepy.
It does.
If I saw that in, like, an alley, I'd walk the other way.
Yeah. Now, I gotta tell you, I am a big fan of Tim Curry, and he did a hell of a job as It, in the movie It. However, the one thing that did annoy the fuck out of me is when you first see him. You got Georgie with his little paper boat, goes down the sewer grate, and for whatever reason, I don't know what was going on behind Georgie, but when Tim Curry looks at the camera, looks at Georgie to talk to him, he's constantly looking right. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but it
Fair.
just annoyed me.
Okay, listen, every great actor makes mistakes here and there, and maybe there was some dick camera guy or whatever just throwing bunny ears or something over little Georgie, because we all float down here, Georgie.
We do float down.
Someday, you will too.
Mm-hmm.
But what was your thoughts on the portrayal of Pennywise? It. For those of you who aren't fully versed and know that it actually has a name, its name is Pennywise the Clown. Thoughts on his portrayal?
I thought he did good. I mean, it's weird because he's not a monster like Godzilla or anything like that. He's kind of just everybody's inner fear coming out.
Which, I mean, in and of itself is terrifying, but that's kind of hard to put on the screen.
Well, I'll put it to you this way.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, the shower scene in Stephen King's It, fucked a lot of people up for a great many years.
Yeah. Oh, the blood. Oh, yikes. Alright, yeah. I mean, definitely, and obviously, it also reinforced that fear of clowns, which has kind of been around for a while since John Wayne Gacy, serial killer that dressed up as, I can't remember his clown name right now. I'll look that up after we're done, and I'll put it right here across the screen. But, yeah, it creeped me out. Like, the teeth, when he showed the teeth and everything, it was kind of freaky. But again, it was a made-for-TV movie, and I feel like they were lacking in budget. Plus, it was kind of indicative of a lot of Stephen King movies from that era.
It was.
So I watched the more modern version with Bill Skarsgård playing Pennywise in this run.
A much creepier looking Pennywise.
Definitely much creepier. I mean, they obviously had a bigger budget, so I'm sure that played into it a little bit. A little bit more darker colors as opposed to the bright, happy colors of Tim Curry's version, which I kind of liked the brighter colors because it was this evil creature, but it was so happy looking. It was off-putting.
It was.
I did like Skarsgård's version more for his portrayal of the monster itself because you could tell he was like this cosmic ancient creature that was trying to act like a human, but not quite getting it right.
Like a pod person.
Right. Or, lizard people.
Ah.
We know you're out there. But I like that. And actually, you know what? When he did like the whole little eye cracking off to the right thing, it seemed a little bit more normal for him because his one eye does kind of lazily saunter off in a different direction. Not making fun of Bill Skarsgård, maybe I'm joking about. I guess I'm making fun of him a little bit, but still, nothing ill-intended.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, it really did help play into it a little bit. But I liked this movie, the one thing that kills me on both movies, and this is going to the second part that you haven't watched yet, so you've seen the original before. It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
The end scene with the dead lights and the giant spider turtle thing at the end.
Yeah.
You just can't. It's just so bad no matter how much money you throw at it. And the second redo for me kind of lost me a little bit because they overused the CGI.
Okay.
And that's a huge deterrent for me with a movie. I don't mind CG effects, but when you overuse it and it's blatantly obvious that it's computer generated, I have an issue with that. How did we go backwards? Like, I can definitely tell nowadays when something is generated by a computer. But if we look at, like, Jurassic Park, no clue.
You got a fair point.
Right. It holds up. It's got legs.
Well, I mean, you said they got a bigger budget. Maybe by the end of the film, they were kind of pinching pennies a little bit.
Okay, so I mean, you're arguing that they ran out of money because they blew their load way too early, and that's an unfortunate instance that can happen to anybody.
I mean, they make pills for that. But...
They do, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that, gentlemen, if you're out there.
Or ladies.
Yeah, fair statement. Want to make sure we're all inclusive. Or non-binary or other identifying individuals.
Whatever makes you happy.
If you identify as a tree, there's a pill for that.
There you go.
Boom. Roasted. Okay. So that's the one thing, but the main thing is the cosmic horror aspect of it. Now, cosmic horror has its own genre in and of itself, and it's tough to come across good cosmic horror as of late. But it's one of those things, the premise is just this unforeseeable something that will drive you mad if you see it.
Absolutely.
So uncomprehendable by the human mind.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way we can ever have it properly on the screen, I feel like.
It's got to show up as a cloud.
As a cloud. There you go. Or as an old lady in a house.
That too.
Or as a batch of balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or as...
Maybe this movie kind of made people develop the balloon fetish. I mean, that's actually a thing.
It is a thing.
Which is weird.
We're not bringing back It's a Thing.
Oh, hell no.
No.
However, if you do want to fact check this one particular It's a Thing, the Bill character, the older Bill character in the original Tim Curry's Stephen King's It, looks an awful lot like the guy from Encyclopedia Britannica commercials.
Really?
Oh, yes.
All right, well, we're going to have to fact check this at some point. Folks, if Dan's right or if Dan's wrong, feel free to comment about that.
In the weird, creepy, cropped haircut with the ponytail in the back. Thank God that died in the 90s.
Yeah. I got myself a new haircut.
It looks spiffy.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
But, okay, so now let's talk about the casting then.
All right.
You know, as far as the cast goes for the half that you watched, did you like it? Did anybody in there just drove you nuts? You're like, God, I wish they would have shot that person and hired somebody else.
Not really. I mean, for the time and the people around, I mean, it was the 90s, so it's not that far back. But the movie's set back in time a little bit.
Right.
So I feel like everybody kind of represented themselves very well.
Okay. And with the newer version, they modernized it a little bit. It didn't happen like it was still a flashback to, I think, early 2000s, 90s, which is still bizarre that we're having flashback movies to that point. But, whatever. I did like the casting, though. They obviously have the kid from Stranger Things. I'm terrible with actor names, unless it's Sean Connery or Tim Curry. Beyond that, though, I don't know, they're all Joe. So Joe from Stranger Things.
Joe from Stranger Things. That's the one with the list.
No, that's Dustin. Dustin.
All right.
I don't know his name either in real life, but the main kid. Not the one that gets sucked into the underneath or whatever. But
yeah. Not the bird kid.
Right. The kid that fell in love with the ginger girl and
Gotcha.
Him. I think that was him. Anyway, doesn't matter. That kid, he's a goofy looking kid, but I don't know if his mom slept with somebody or what. He's actually a really solid fucking actor, so I really hope he's getting where he's at based off his chops alone and his mom isn't doing things because she doesn't need to. if you're doing that and you're watching, stop.
Maybe she wants to.
All right, well, if you want to, keep going. I'm not going to stop you from doing what you want. But Dan,
speaking of stopping,
I think that's another week. We'll see you guys next Saturday.